Hello, welcome to Spirit Cocktails. I'm your host, Pierre. Today we're making the Bruce Campbell Army of Darkness cocktail. This is a classic. Not classic in a literal sense, but classic for me because this is in fact one I made 2 years ago. Basically, it came out around the time that they actually had The Evil Dead by Eli Roth. He basically did a recreation of the original. And the funny part, the whole movie, no Bruce Campbell. You're surprised by that. But at the very end, if you actually stick by past the credits, you see a very small spot with him in there. So basically, he made Evil Dead, Army of Darkness, Evil Dead 2, even though they all kind of go together. And now, at the end of October, I believe October 31st, if I'm not mistaken, that might be the exact day, they have Ash vs. the Evil Dead. That's coming on the stars. Guaranteed, when that comes out, I will have a cocktail to release for it. And I'm going to love making that because I'm a big, huge fan of Bruce Campbell's movies. They're kind of corny the way they are. But it's funny, and it's like watching Spaceballs. It's corny, but it's funny. Kung Pao into the fist. Extremely corny, but funny. But the Ash vs. Evil Dead brings a lot of the ideas of Army of Darkness and Evil Dead in there, and it's funny. If you ever watch the trailers, I'll put a link below so you guys can watch it. You gotta watch it, you'll love it. And guaranteed, if you have stars, you're gonna watch the show. But this one, as I said, it's based off Army of Dead, or Army of Darkness, where it has the idea of Ash. Basically, he's badass. He makes himself out to be like the most macho guy in the world. So we're using whiskey. It has some VO Whisky, have a little bit more flavor. It's basically Canadian style whiskey. But then you also add in a bit of a sweet, nutty notes because you're adding Amaretto because, well, he is a bit nutty. He's a little screwball. He has definitely a few screws loose. So he has some Amaretto in there. The fact that he fights the Evil Dead, he has some very potent mix with the 151 and the darkness, the dark rum. The original recipe I had Myers dark rum. I don't have Myers dark rum, but you can use any dark rum if you don't have Myers. This is the Goslin's dark, which has a little bit more of a sweetness to it in comparison to the actual Myers dark, and it's a little bit darker in my opinion, so adds more to the effect. And the blood, because there's a lot of death in that movie, coming from the Grenadine and a little orange. So this basically is a tiki style cocktail. Other than that and that, you got rum. Potent rum at that. Then you add your garnish with your orange and your cherry. And you got a whole cocktail coming up here. But definitely it's going to be a great cocktail. I had this many times in the past because I said this is like 2-3 years old. So I tried it many times. I made it on my site. I basically made it for friends, made it for myself just to have because I loved it that much. But it's definitely worth trying out. But I'll show you exactly how this one's made. This is going to be a build style cocktail. One thing I like about the build style cocktails, they're easy. There's not much to making them. The only extra step you probably have other than pouring and drinking is maybe a slight stir to help bring everything together. But to make this cocktail, we're starting out with 2 ounces of your VO Whisky. One ounce Amaretto. Half ounce of Bacardi 151. Now if you can't get Bacardi 151, which if you can't, I don't know why, but I did hear a couple people in some foreign countries, they just can't get it. But if you can get Gosling's, they have a 151 version. There's many different ones. I think there's one's called Lemon Heart. There's a couple other ones. Definitely you want to have a high proof rum. If you can't have it because of different laws, then I don't know what you can do. Then we're taking Gosling's, the dark rum, and the half ounce of that. You want to give that a little bit of a stir. help chill it, make it nice and mix, bring all them flavors together. Plus dilute it a little bit because 151 is going to be potent. And just top that off with some orange juice. Splash of grenadine. And garnish. And there you have it. The Ash versus, well, not yet, because they're not doing Ash versus Evil Dead. That'd be when they were released. But this is actually the Bruce Campbell Army of Darkness cocktail. I can't wait till I'm able to make the Ash versus Evil Dead, and I can't wait till the show comes out. But this one's going to have a lot of different flavor notes, because you have whiskey and rum. A lot of people say don't miss whiskey and rum, but I can understand maybe a dark whiskey with a light whiskey. Maybe the balances may mess you up a little bit. But you have a dark whiskey and a dark rum, so it should blend in pretty well. There's many cocktails out there that blend together. Let's see how this one tastes. I'll tell you one thing. It's potent. One thing about this, it definitely has a lot of potency to it, because you're getting a lot from the dark rum and the 151. That definitely stands out. Then you're getting that sweet, balanced flavor from the Amaretto. The grenadine, it depends on how you have it in there. You can taste it just a little bit as it goes down. But it's definitely a sweeter style cocktail. It's a great tiki cocktail. It's actually very good. It's definitely something worth trying out. And just presentation wise, it looks really good. My original one, I didn't use orange for garnish, but I figured why not? It has orange juice. Put orange in there. It blends in pretty well, and it makes a very good presentation to it. But this is definitely an interesting cocktail. It has many different flavor notes to it. It's potent, but yet not too potent. But you can definitely taste the alcohol that's in there. It's an essential tiki style cocktail. But let me know what you guys think of this cocktail. If you are a fan of the Evil Dead, Army of Darkness, and if you're as excited about the new TV series coming out, which I believe I said was October 31st, when that comes out, let me know what you guys think. If you're as big a fan as I am, let me know your opinions on the series. But definitely like us on Facebook on Superior Cocktails, subscribe to our channel, submit your cocktails below. If you have ideas for anything to do with Evil Dead that you want to submit to me, send them away. I can actually use those for my Horror Fest event coming up at mid-October, which is another thing very soon I'm going to announce that is happening, and then you people can send in your different recipes. I'm primarily going to do a lot of my own, but this will be 13 different recipes, so if you guys want to submit anything, when I basically post about it, definitely put them in, and if I can, I'll put them into the series. It's a great series. This will be a third year I'm doing it, and I'm really looking forward to doing that, because it's phenomenal, all the different ideas for drinks I have. And there's so many different types of horror movies. It's just, I may make a Killer Clowns from Outer Space cocktail. Maybe put some cotton candy vodka or something there. That might be a little interesting, but also kind of funny in the end. So let's try that one out too. But let me know what you guys think. But as always, drink responsibly.